And now, to the millions and millions of listeners and viewers all across the globe, it's the That's Not Christian podcast.
Yeah, let's go.
What up, what up, what up, y'all? It's your boy Switch. I'm here with your man Jimmy. I'm here with your boy Jay. I'm here with your man Ant. And we got our very, very special guest, the spitter himself, Bumps.
Hey. Yo, welcome.
Mr. All balls.
He's in the car ready to spit some bars exclusively right here, right now.
Right.
I'm gonna just send it. Yo, Bumps, I'm gonna just give you words and you just start freestyling them joints, right?
No pressure, right? No pressure.
Hey, no pressure at all.
You gonna expose me, man. You like, I told I was better than this dude. I'm like, cat, back, rat.
Oh man, as long as like what's his name, O'Malley? Y'all seen O'Malley when he did that freestyle? That's Meek Mill's cousin, and he was like Christian. He was just slurring his words while he was freestyling. Like,
that's probably what I would do. Had a couple skirts in there, you know.
Skirt.
Me and Biz always laugh like through the years, man. We always say like we're too afraid to freestyle on stage because we might mess around and cuss accidentally. The flesh.
You might say something wild, right?
I got a funny story about that too. Like it was hella embarrassing, by the way. It wasn't on stage, but it was in like a not inappropriate setting, and I just said a word that I didn't know what it meant. And anyway. I don't know. Neither here nor there.
That's how I be feeling with Ant sometimes on the show. I'm like, oh man, what's he gonna say?
It happens to us on the pod too. We be like,
no, that's true. When I'm editing, like sometimes I'll be like, yo, did he say? And then when I go back and I edit the episode, it'll be like, oh, he didn't say that. Yeah.
Yo, I'm always getting edited. Yo, that's whack.
Oh man, but yo, how was y'all weekend, fellas?
It's amazing, man. Beautiful. God is
Praise
good.
God.
It was short.
Short.
Went by too fast, yo.
That's true, but that's the beautiful thing about weekends. That's what allows you to appreciate them, right?
Nah.
Yeah, I think so. Wait, you want the whole week off? You want a vacation? That's what you want.
Exactly. I'm ready for a vacation, yo.
You just book one.
I'm ready.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you.
But you need that special ID.
Wait, hold on.
Who made that?
What he meant that he's ready for vacation? Ain't you just come back from a vacation?
Yeah, he just came back last week. Didn't you go glamping or something like that? He was up in the
camping with
he was in the Poconos or something like that.
That's a vacation.
Yeah, what's a vacation?
Yeah, right. Let's define some terms. What's a vacation?
Yeah,
define some terms. That's 2 days. That's 2 days in the mountains. That's not a vacation.
So 2 days is not a.
But that's a weekend getaway.
That was a getaway.
What's 3 days? What's 3 days? What's 3 days? A long weekend?
A long weekend. That's it.
So 4 days is a vacation.
Nah,
4 to 5. They're 2 weeks. There we go. That's what I need.
That's unemployment, dog. 2 weeks is unemployment, dog.
Yo, stop hating on unemployment, dog. Unemployment gang, you heard?
Dude said Biden is his employer.
Right. Just keep them checks coming.
Yo, my weekend was lit though.
Oh yeah. Happy anniversary, dog.
Oh yeah.
6 years married, 8 years together.
That's beautiful.
That's awesome. A bid for real, man. That's a real bid.
You want to know a bid?
Oh.
I got 22 years in December, dog.
Wow.
That's a bid. I'm a lifer, dog.
22 years or together?
In December. No. That's married, dog.
Married.
Praise God.
Married.
That's what's up.
In December.
And
Bumps got some years under his belt too. What you got? Like 10 years, right?
Oh
man, I put him on the spot. Now you got to do math.
Oh man.
I hope his wife is not watching.
The only reason I it's around there because I remember I was watching you on Wado and you talked about it. That was a while back.
Yeah, and that was like 6 years ago.
No, actually, no, it wasn't Wado. It was Rapzilla. It was Rapzilla because you were about to drop an album.
hold up, bear with me as I move. I get my car keys. I've been dropping the album since 2015. So
yeah.
I don't think I did Wado or Rapzilla when I dropped the mixtape 2 years ago. So but I mean I've been married twice, so but about 8 years. Yeah. So
8 years, yeah.
8 years.
That was close.
Yeah, I did 2 8-year bids, all right?
He's a repeat offender.
That dude been married since. That dude was married since middle school.
Work out, I'm done, bro. yo,
that's it, right? You go get like Apostle Paul. I'm gonna stay single.
Yo, can y'all still hear me? I should have done this prior. I apologize.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, we hear you.
You?
Yeah.
Frozen.
Yeah. You're frozen though, but we hear you.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, Josh. That's
yeah.
what we said. Josh says Bumps about to do car bars live.
Yo, I apologize. Can you hear me?
But
we hear you.
Wasn't Josh trying to do car bars?
He was.
In the last video.
Yeah,
he was.
He's the worst. No, just kidding.
He
That's
got
my guy.
He got caught too.
Right. I kicked out.
Yo, Isaiah. I love you, man. Yo, sorry, that's my little dude, man. I thought he was trying to shoot me, but he was giving me the thumbs up.
You just frozen right now, Bumps.
Crazy.
We can hear you, but you frozen.
Yeah, you might have to stop the camera and go back. You know, yeah, like
this is live, y'all. This is what. Hey, there you go.
There he is. Now you blank.
Well, yeah. Well,
there he is.
There goes.
I'm good.
This dude taking pictures. It like taking a photo shoot.
All right, man. How's it sound? It sounds cool.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yo, I was trying to just get to like somewhere quiet with the lack of kids screaming and stuff.
We hear that.
I'm good though.
Yeah.
Speaking
of kids, that's all good. Speaking of kids, so this weekend my daughter, she's 2.5, right? So she learned the word no. So now she's going around, no daddy, no mommy, no this, no that. We was like, girl, if you don't finish your breakfast and stop saying no, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Bow bow.
Yeah. So
she'll get the chancleta.
And that joint don't stop till like
oh, that's it.
That no don't stop forever.
So they leave the house.
Yeah. And then also we're fixing up back here, putting stuff in boxes. So hopefully
I see that. I see the plastic bins in the back. I see you setting up the studio. I see.
That's right.
I like that.
We'll see what's good. But yeah.
Did you guys catch the fight? Yeah. I saw a piece of it. I was at this restaurant and I saw the screen
I saw you at the restaurant.
Yeah, what kind of restaurant was that, yo?
Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Just a little Italian restaurant. Nothing crazy, Nah, we did. We had a great weekend, man. It's good, man, because you know how it is. Y'all got kids and all that, man, and to get away or to step up, and then I got the dog, like, because it's like to go away is a whole process. It's like I got to get somebody to watch the kids, and then I got to get somebody to watch the dog and the kids. So you know what I mean. But just getting away, man, it's so relieving.
Wait, hold up. So you didn't just go out on a date? You guys went away for the weekend?
He talking about vacations. You see,
it was a getaway.
It
was a getaway according to Ants.
Gotcha.
Oh, so what is it according to you?
Huh?
So what is it according to you?
It's a getaway, but it's like, but it feel like a vacation. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't get that many vacations in the year.
All right,
that's true.
So yeah, man. But yeah, we was watching the we caught. And I was like, "Oh snap! Jake Paul knocked dude out."
How fast?
Spoiler alert!
I don't know. How fast was it?
I mean, what? It was in a minute.
It was the first round for sure.
First round?
Yeah. It was. It wasn't that long.
He's hyped now. Yeah. Oh man!
But he's been beating up bums though. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. He fighting tomato cans, yo.
Yeah. Right. So like, how you gonna be like, you this dope boxer, but you haven't fought anybody who's serious about boxing? You know?
Word.
I mean, respect to him. He secured the bag. You know what I'm saying?
75 million
and counting.
Yo,
75 million. That's how much he made.
Nah,
just in pay-per-views.
Pay-per-view. But he don't
70,
get that. But how much does he get from it?
Probably half.
Maybe half or a little.
Half?
Less than half.
20 mil, probably.
Here's my.
No way. You're just throwing numbers out there.
Nah.
No way he getting a Floyd.
My numbers
no way
he's accurate.
Listen.
Nah, he ain't getting a Floyd bag, yo.
Listen, my suspicion is number one, he probably is invested in Triller, because his last fight was also Triller, and he's kind of like changing it up and stuff. He's bringing on mascots and all these artists that are performing in the
Yo, everybody who's an old rapper from the West Coast performed on Saturday.
I'm surprised Snoop didn't perform.
Yeah,
he commenting?
Snoop was there, right?
He was commenting.
Yeah.
Ice Cube performed. Too Short performed. E40 performed. I was like, bro, when is this going to end?
Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah, Justin Bieber. That was like the highlight. He went from righteous to ratchet on that joint.
And then back to righteous again.
That dude confuses me, yo.
For real.
Yeah. But anyway,
it was wavy though. Yeah. That was like the best performance of the night, in my opinion.
But did y'all see the training videos of Ben Askren? I thought he was trolling when he was hitting that punching bag.
I mean, it seems like he was trolling.
He was real,
bro.
Bumps, you think it's real because you had it in your head now.
Nah, bro, listen, anybody that watches MMA like myself, like knows Ben Askren is like statistically the worst striker in MMA history.
Yeah. Right.
No, as soon as I seen the fight setup, I'm like, oh my God, like this dude. And this is what, listen, I love the sweet science just like the next man. But it's starting to aggravate me because what boxers are doing, they're intentionally cherry picking these. It's like, I don't know, man, like, playing a hockey game with an ice skater. It's like, it's not like apples to oranges, but it's like I'm just mad it's never reciprocated. Like, come on over here, because
right, step in the octagon, right,
bro. Like Conor said it to Floyd, Ben Askren said it to Jake, and it's like he said it with a level of confidence where it's like I would bet my house on it. He's like, let's be honest though, like I would kill you if we were in an alleyway, like. It's true though, like bro, grappling is incredibly difficult. Like, I mean, yeah, it just I knew I'm not one of these dudes that like hate on Jake Paul. Like, I do think he has potential. Like, the dude's wealthy enough to where he literally, and he's young enough, so he's training with like elite boxers at a young age. That's all he's been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way Ben Askren. I just didn't see it. The only way I thought it was like he could expose Jake Paul is if he just kind of like let him punch himself out and just kind of like, like tough guide it through and then just pushed him over at the end kind of thing. But nah,
because I heard he was a better grappler, right?
Yeah, he's an Olympic wrestler, bro.
Yeah, an Olympic, yeah. And bro, his last fight was against arguably one of the I don't know if one of you guys are like hip to MMA, but like
George.
Damian Maia, no, Ben Askren fought Damian Maia. So it was like two of the worst like strikers in MMA history. Like, you could not have gotten a better opponent for Ben Askren than Damian Maia. But obviously they're both amazing grapplers, but the stand-up was so terrible. Like, it was like, bro, it was like watching two old people at a senior home fight. But he looked so bad against him. I'm like, bro, like Jake Paul is going to just make him look silly. But I was still hope, the MMA guy in me was just like kind of hoping for the best. Like, we're pulling for you, Ben, but it's what it is. But it's only going to get harder for him, though. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not even sitting here saying that Jake Paul might not be the truth with the hands. Like, he might be. Like, I don't know. Nobody really knows,
Yeah. Well, I always say it, like the average celebrity or person, like an average person, average Joe is not going to beat Jake Paul in the fight. Like, it seems like he's taking it real serious and he's doing the training and he has these celebrity trainers and all these things and he has the money to do it, right? And the lifestyle and the freedom. Right. So I would like to see him. I like to see Conor. Go ahead, Conor. Go in there, man. Show that.
Let him fight like a up and coming new boxer.
Right.
A youngin.
Conor would kill him. I think Conor would kill him boxing, bro.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
I don't think Conor gets to
Floyd. So y'all don't think that I don't think that Conor would take that fight? Because I mean, supposedly Jake had offered him, a few bags to fight, but Conor was like, nah.
Well,
I'm
Connor
not sure
had
Jake
mentioned.
would take that fight.
Yeah,
No, Jake
right.
wants it,
but he wants it.
Did you see? Did y'all see
Lot
when
of
he
his-
when he was? Yeah, when he was posing and he did the Conor McGregor pose in the
Yeah.
weigh-in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I don't know because I think the way
It's
that
so
Conor,
quirky, man.
the way that Conor talked about it was like, I don't see no issue with what they doing. You know, they doing whatever they got to do. You know, and let's see.
Get his
you know what I'm
bag.
saying? But I think his whole thing is focused on his next fight, which is what Portier is it?
Poirier, yep.
His rematch. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think he's trying to redeem himself from that. But I think after that, man, like take those big fights, get that bag, man. Show these
Poirier
YouTubers
might knock
not
him
to-
out again though, so he might
Yeah.
need that big fight, that easy fight. Well, you know,
Right.
but who knows if Conor goes and gets knocked out, which is high. There's a high probability Conor gets finished again, especially there's a mysterious thing with the chin in boxing, MMA. Like it's so weird because you can have this granite chin, but like once that chin starts deteriorating, like you could have all the skill, the work ethic in the world,
Right.
like you get touched and just ghost. Like you know what I mean? Just you next thing you know, you're stiff on the ground, like a meme on the internet, like. But
Right.
so we never seen Conor get finished like that either.
Right. And then the psychological aspect too of it. Most cats, once they lose once, they go through a losing streak for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At least like 3 fights before they bounce back.
Look at Ronda. Look at Ronda Rousey.
She's like, forget it. I'm going to WWE.
She started getting that acting bag. She's like, forget this.
She's like, forget this.
Like Roy towards the end of his career, everybody was touching his chin and he was going to sleep.
Right.
Super sleep.
You know, remember that? He was out for like a whole nother round.
Hey, he was in the astral realm, like
No, but that's true, Jimmy. A lot of that it's a mental game because now you had that fear, like I know what it is to touch that ground and that how embarrassing it is.
I think it's more prevalent in boxing too, because I think in MMA, like fans are okay with you taking an L, and boxing, like once you get an L, like your record is tarnished. Yeah.
Absolutely.
MMA, that's not really a thing, you know.
Right.
I think it depends on
for the
L,
individual.
Right.
Right.
Well, MMA, everybody's losing to each other. It's like heavyweight boxing. Everybody, this guy, styles make fights, and like heavyweight boxing, you see a scrub, but because they hit so hard, you can knock the dude out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. But it was a circus, man. That whole fight, the whole event was just one big circus, man. Like I don't see that, like Triller can't be a boxing or fighting promotion, man.
Yo, this is a new era, bro.
Your man had a robot, son. Like, that joint look like RoboCop. Like,
what you mean he had a robot? Who had a robot?
When he walked into stage, when he walked into the ring, you didn't see that dude that was like walking with him, like,
nah,
you didn't see that?
This is Jake.
Yeah, bro, how you not see that? Do I gotta pull that?
Yeah, he got a page.
I didn't watch it. Yo.
Oh, you didn't watch it? Okay, my bad.
That's not real boxing for him.
Yeah, okay, I see.
You know
Hey, I don't blame you.
It was too much music though.
Yeah,
it was way too much music.
Yeah, one thing though, he said that sports teams, they have mascots. So he was like, why don't boxers have mascots?
A mascot, man, go sit down somewhere.
Nah, yo, the dude is a marketing genius. Like,
I think he's a marketing genius.
He's a marketing genius. He's getting a bag. He went from being a YouTuber, getting a bag there, to fighting now. So like being considered, like he might get a big fight like a Conor or a Floyd. He might get those fights because the money is there.
He don't want Floyd, Joe.
I mean, his brother wants Floyd, or they were gonna fight. But
well, either one of them, they're gonna get touched up.
Yeah.
I mean,
yo, son.
Oh man, don't play. We're gonna get taken down.
There's no audio.
Oh, okay.
Look at your man. Look at
Look at that. That's sick.
Oh, this dude had one of the robots from Disney, yo.
They got Transformers.
That dude,
That's a real robot.
Nah, I think
somebody had to been in there.
Yeah, there's somebody in there in stilts or something like that.
So supposedly, I don't know. He said somebody asked him that question. Is it a real?
Yo, I
robot?
thought that was CGI
like,
or
yeah,
something.
It's real. Nah. Yeah, he said it was a real robot. I don't know.
Yo, all I know is my man.
I would buy if I was rich on some real stuff.
Yo, next GOM concert, you gonna have a robot right
behind you? I'm gonna just buy a robot. You know, feel like
right? That's a whole nother level of rich, yo.
Yo, buy this and that's Stimmy so we can get a robot for TNC. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want a robot.
Feel me?
Did you guys
Sleepy
see the slap?
Joe, come on, fam.
You guys see the slap battle?
What slap battle?
Oh yeah, I did see that, but I've seen those before. Those are very popular on YouTube. You didn't know?
No, I knew about it, but because of them.
Was that real?
Logan and yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a whole league in Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah, whole league in Russia.
The way it was, I thought it was like
people just slapping each other.
Nah.
No. There's a viral video of this dude with like he's got like tattoos in his eyes, so he's got like black eyes or whatever. He's like a small dude, and he gets smacked. He gets smacked by this big dude, and he just like collapses, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
that's how I found out about it because you know the white part of your eye. Yeah, the white part of your eye. It's like you tattoo it, so it's like it could be any color, but most people do all black.
What the?
Yeah, the white guy who did that first. You know what, dude? I'm gonna go for it, man. Just effing do it, bro. Hey, kids, do not do meth. All right, that's all we need to say. Let me chill.
Yo,
that's not Christian at all.
We ain't say that's not Christian. We ain't say it though. Our guest did. We got to put we do not endorse our guest.
The views and expressions of.
Yo, y'all educating me though. I didn't know. I'm like,
yeah. So it's a whole league thing. But I thought the what do you call it? A fight? It's not really a fight. Whatever you call it. Like I thought that was the one that they televised was kind of weak. It was kind of weak. You know, like it didn't. I was expecting somebody to get knocked out, but you know, them dudes was just kind of like slapped each other.
Slap?
Yeah.
I thought he did get knocked out.
Nah, I didn't see somebody get knocked out. I must have missed that part then. The two guys, like the guys on the fight. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up.
I seen a big Hawaiian dude with a hat. He was fighting this big white dude with like blue hair, and like Ric Flair was next to him.
Oh, Ric Flair was there?
Yeah, Ric Flair was there. Yep.
You know what I'm talking
about?
I
missed that then. I don't know what I saw then. I don't know what I saw.
Yo, I saw something with those slap joints, like you be feeling them, right?
Obviously.
Like, when I watch them joints, I'm saying I'm just watching it. I feel it. I'm like, ow. Like I don't know.
I want to see Luke Rockhold in one of those.
Oh yeah, Ric Flair is there.
Yeah, they have mass celebrities. Ric Flair, Snoop, obviously. De La Hoya. De La Hoya's going to be fighting on Trailer 2 because he saw what happened with Tyson. He was like, okay, I want that bag.
That's an easy bag. It's an easy bag.
Yeah.
Who he fighting?
Doesn't he have his own promotion, though? Why would you go on Triller?
He does. Because they offer him the bag.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
They be ready, boy. And what's the other dude? Holyfield. He going to fight.
On Triller?
Well, I don't know if it's Triller, but all these old dudes coming back.
They all need checks, I guess.
That's what's up, though. But like, what was the payday like? Was it legit? Because I think I saw like Jake Paul made like $500,000 or something like that. 750. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I read.
That's not a lot. You make more in boxing though.
Oh, MMA. That's $1 trillion.
Pay-per-view. Yeah. MMA is different. Yeah.
Yo, this is what bothers me about the direction, because it's not going to stop, because Dana White, MMA, like the world's premier, mixed martial art promotion, like everybody knows he don't fight people, or he doesn't pay his fighters like that. So we're talking about like Conor breaking world records, making $1-2 million, and you got scrub boxers making that. You know what I mean? Like look at like the bench players for like the NBA. You know what I mean? So these boxing dudes and they're lightweight kind of clowns for this, because like they're gonna get these dudes who are washed up, who they know they'll just beat the brakes off of in a boxing ring, And I can't even knock him though. If you're Ben Askren, you already know like your career is probably over. And some YouTubers like, yo, I got $500,000 for you. I'm like, you know what, babe, I'm about to go get KO'd stiff on live TV.
Listen,
I'm gonna go for it.
Yo, right. Bumps, I said that. I was like, yo, I'll fight Canelo. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. You feel me?
It's right.
I'll be stiff on the canvas like this.
Hey,
like
for whatever reason, people thought that I was actually going to put up a fight, but that wasn't my intention at all. Like, I just want to go to collect the bag. That's it. Like,
you know what's funny is that one of the interviewers was like, yeah, man, so how do you feel? And they said, congratulations, by the way, on your financial success today. Because he made like what 1.5 million or something like that. Maybe around that.
He got over pay-per-view points. Ben Askren got pay-per-view points.
It looks like it, yeah.
That's what's up. Good for
from
him.
the interview, that's what I got. It was something like either it was $1 million or 1.5
definitely
million.
over $1 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just want to see. I want to see him fight somebody, even if they're not like elite boxing. I want to see somebody who's got a chin, who can stick in there with him, so we get more of a. I want to see more of what he has. You know what I'm saying? Like the Nate Robinson fight was over so quick. Askren fight was over so quick, and then I think his first fight was against a YouTuber, right? Like, so it was like we didn't really see it yet,
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, if he fights Nate Diaz, that dude is literally like a zombie, bro. He won't knock Diaz out. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I think Dylan Dennis is his name. Has been saying yes in the contract. Oh, okay. I mean,
are they fighting though?
World champion.
Isn't he from Connor's camp?
He's like Ben Askren 0.5. Like we don't need to see.
Wow. Oh my God. All right, we need somebody who got some kind of hands, right?
Right. And a chin.
Yes, please, dear God, please, like for the love of MMA, like just don't. But
So let's get Nate Diaz in there.
Yeah, Past Life Gone says De La Hoya lost his big money fighter Canelo. Oh, so Canelo's no longer part of Golden Boy?
Oh, no, he's with DAZN now.
He's a DAZN, yeah.
Well, DAZN is just a platform, though.
Nah, but he has a contract with them, like a multi-fight contract or something.
Interesting.
Didn't Canelo had a lawsuit against Golden Boy?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, for what? He's missing money?
Yeah. So I guess
went straight up Oscar's nose. Did I say that out loud?
Pantyhose.
Don't act like I'm lying, guys. Y'all heard him.
Yo,
right.
I mean, that's the only way you explain his crazy evening wear. You know what I mean? How else would you explain that?
He bought extra pantyhose, right? You got them fishnets.
Yo. How else you explain it, man? How else you explain it? Yo, wow, man.
He was mad annoying too.
Yeah, he sucks.
Who, De La Hoya?
Yo, you ain't hear him on the commentary on the co-main?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, he was definitely either high or I don't know what the heck.
Well, everybody was high. What do you mean? There was smoke. They were smoking on the live. Yeah. The announcer, all the announcers was smoking. You know what I mean?
Where at the Jake Paul fight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wow. There was like on camera. There was like
Yeah.
He was doing some other things. He wasn't smoking.
He had to. Yeah.
He was.
He had powder on his nose.
Bruh. He was like, Mike Tyson, I love you. You look great. You felt great. And immediately after
whoa.
Hey, but he was just mad annoying the whole time. It was like, yo, get this guy out of here, bro. Even his coworkers were like, can we call the fight? You know? He kept calling the dude USSR. They're like, you know that? Bro, it was wild, man.
He was.
Yeah, because your man was he was from the Navy, right? I think that's his nickname, USS something or something like that, right? But he was calling him USSR or something. It's like, bro, chill.
Wow,
he was going crazy.
Yeah, so that was crazy.
Hey,
that was a crazy event. That was a crazy event.
Yeah, I gotta catch that on the replay now because all I saw was just the punch and
that was it. Yeah, that was it.
And I was like, wow, Jake Paul 3 for 3. He's
Yeah,
the
like
GOAT.
I feel like that joint did connect, but that ref called it kind of early.
Nah, did you look at Ben? He
was out of it, yo.
Yeah,
He called it kind of early, bro.
Nah.
He's been knocked down before. You know what I'm saying?
He was gonna go to sleep though.
Yeah, but
he's gotten hit harder, bro. He took a
on
knee
the ground.
to the face. He took a knee to the face, dog.
Yeah, that's
like
true. You're right.
But he died that day, actually.
He
went to the Phantom Realm that day. That was his first experience there. Yo, but if anybody's seen the Robbie Lawler fight, if you go watch that fight, bro, he was getting the smell beat off of him just like this for like the whole fight, and he just ran. I think he died and came back from the dead and choked Robbie Lawler
Undertaker.
out. Like, bro, it was this. Bro, it was like they were like, dung. You heard the under. It was like,
oh
no. but to his point though, but to Jimmy's point, like, yo, you never know though. Like, I seen Askren do it before, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh man, what do I know though?
Yeah, nah, that's true. What about y'all heard about Bad Bunny selling his tickets and they sold out?
I didn't hear about that. Like, I heard about it on Instagram because I saw all the funny reels. Memes?
Oh
yeah. I didn't even know he was like having a concert or doing a tour or whatever. I just seen the funny memes, like, you know, people like, I'm not paying for, you know, $800, $2,000 for some tickets. Like,
it's online. You gotta go. You see him somewhere or something?
No, this is gonna be live.
Yeah, this is gonna be
in person.
Bro.
Yeah, but this is like in next year, at the beginning of next year or something.
And then some tickets was like 2,500. I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Well, they had memes like that were explaining like, oh, when you sell your PlayStation to go see a Bad Bunny concert or something like that. Like there was a
but I mean, I get it. He's like the most streamed artist, isn't he? Like not even like Latino artist, just artist. Period.
Well, keep streaming.
Like, I read something that he outstreamed Drake.
What?
Wow. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I think that was 2019, 2018, if I'm not mistaken. So the dude's like one of the biggest artists, you know, in the world. So I'm not surprised, you know, supply and demand, but you ain't gonna catch me paying no $2,000, bro.
What?
Not for no Bad Bunny.
Nah, dog. I could buy some more Tesla stock or some Bitcoin with that, dog. Forget that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
So how many tickets did you get, Switch?
I didn't get any tickets, man. I do know somebody that they just told me, yeah, they got the tickets. I'm like,
word? How much they pay?
I don't know. Someone just told me like, yo, you know, a family just bought the ticket, 3 tickets for next year.
Really?
Yo, son, can you imagine the resale value on them joints though?
I think that's where the price hike is at. Because I know up front it ain't really.
You don't think it's 2,000 up front? You think that's a resale value?
Maybe you getting like some VIP and.
Nah, you gotta sit with him, yo.
Yeah.
you gotta be my business consultant for a day for $2,000.
2,500. I'm on stage with him. I'm his hype man.
That's gotta be the feature price, right?
Yeah, I'm out there with him. I'm Bob Bunny Burber for 2,500.
Like this?
Yeah.
You get a choreographed dance with it, like.
Right. I got everything. I'm on the stage with Bad Bunny. Yeah.
Right. Like, let me get your autograph on my arm. Let me actually get your autograph.
Yeah, that's wild.
I'm performing, yo.
Hey, it is what it is, though. That's wild, man.
So what was interesting to me is like these artists, they kind of sell out quick, right? Like Drake and all of them, but just I guess everybody's expecting to go back to normal, and this is like,
yeah. Didn't The Weeknd sell out his concert too
after the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think he made like 60 million or something like that.
I don't know what the prices were. Yeah, but
right.
But he and it's for next year too.
Because he did the free concert in the Super Bowl.
Well, he spent his own money
as a promotion in hopes to sell tickets for
well, that worked.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that show wasn't good enough for me to be going to spend $1,000.
Right.
Y'all seen Mark Anthony had a virtual concert. They were like $25 each. I think he sold 100,000 tickets or something like that.
That's not a bad payday, man.
For a virtual event.
Wow.
But the event had technical difficulties. So he had to come back the next day
do it for
and
free,
do the
right?
concert for free. Well, I think he recorded it, like he pre-recorded it and then released it the next day on YouTube for free. Wow. And they refunded the individuals because he made like 2.5 million, I think. Something.
So that's he had to refund the $2 million.
That's what I read. I don't know how factual that is, but that's what I read. It said that he offered a refund.
Yeah,
he offered the refund.
That's tough, and made it free for everybody else
on YouTube.
Hey, that's a tax write-off, man. That's cool. Yeah. That's a tax write-off. He got enough bread. He'll be all right.
Nah, he definitely got enough money. He'd be tight though. He sold 100,000, but then he gonna get 1 million views on YouTube for free.
He get a that's only
$3,000 check from YouTube.
Oh man,
for real. But yeah,
that's wild, man. Yo, it wasn't on the topics, man, but we didn't mention Black Rob passed away, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Condolences to the family, man. That's crazy. I see he had cancer, right?
I don't know because I heard it was kidney failure.
So okay, my bad. I have no idea. That's
because he
looked pretty bad when he was giving DMX that shout out, you know.
Like he was in a hospital, right? He was
he was in a hospital bed.
He was in pain, like when he was talking. He was like,
he was struggling, bro.
Oh, someone said stroke.
Stroke.
Pause.
Yeah. No, they're saying that he died from a stroke.
Yeah, he just we talking about
really, Jay?
Black Rob.
Yeah, Bumps. We talking about Black Rob, and he recently passed, 51 years old.
That's mad. Yo, as closer I get to those ages, I'd be like, yo, that's young,
right?
Yo, that's young. So, yo, that dude from Shadow Group, he was 46.
Yo.
And that dude, yo, son,
I'm going vegan, yo.
Full vegan. I'm a juice. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do yoga and all that stuff, dog. Like,
I'm be eating raw broccoli. Yo,
herbs.
Yo, I didn't even. Yo, you know what's funny is like the Monday before because he passed a few days ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't. Whoa.
Oh man. Well, we'll get back to it. He'll come back.
Yo, this dude Bumps, yo.
Yo, right.
This dude drop his phone, everything.
Right. So what's going on,
man?
There he is.
Yo, what's going on in the comments? There we go.
Let's see.
There he is.
Hedge Knight says life is short. Every day is such a blessing. That's for sure.
That's facts, though. That's facts.
Yeah.
What happened, Bumps? Would you drop the phone?
Yo, I did. But you know what I keep getting booted out on? I keep getting phone calls, and I've joined on.
Oh, you got hit do not disturb.
I did that.
Oh, that happens too.
Oh, you know why? It's probably because these people are in your favorites. When you hit D&D,
everyone before the interview.
Oh, okay. Because I know for me, like when I hit D&D, anybody who's in my favorites, they can get through to me.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I can think of.
Bumps dropped his phone talking to. Yeah, you gonna talk about some whoa? When we talk about Black Rob.
That was God.
And then he dropped his phone like, whoa.
Yeah, he talking whoa.
Go ahead. You had a story though.
Yeah.
Yo, so all right, so me and Fern was chopping, and he just randomly brought him up. He's like, yo, he was like, and Cass, he's I guess he just seen him not too long ago. And he said something like, yo, he's like, I seen Black Rob. He looked like a chameleon. And I'm like, what does that even mean, bro? Like, I was laughing, but I think his point was like, yo, nobody knew he was even sick. And then I swear on everything, it was like 4 days later, dude died. I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. I didn't know he was sick.
Yeah, man, it's just we were talking about some other stuff too, man. Especially like, you know, cats, the game just chews them up, man, and spits them out. And we can't even talk about CHH. It's like nothing for us. There's no CHH 401k out here in these streets, you know. Like
right.
You'd be lucky if you get a Rapzilla interview after you retire or something. We
get a shout out on your birthday.
Right.
What do we have?
Special.
You know, like
Wado exclusive.
Man, yo, but it's just funny because like it wasn't funny, but the dude just looked. You know, he said when he seen him, he looked unrecognizable, and I didn't even know. Like, bro, I didn't even know he was sick.
Yeah,
it's crazy, and it is young, man. It is young.
Y'all know people were judging Diddy because Diddy had made a statement not too long ago about how these companies or these labels need to, you know, pay these artists their right due.
Right.
And everybody was like, "You talking?"
Right.
Diddy out of all people. They were going in on him. They went in.
They're still going in. They're still going in. I saw a meme today, like people, like a list of it had the locks, it had Mace, it had everybody, and like, yo, Diddy need to take care of these people. And my first reaction was kind of like, Diddy don't gotta take care of nobody but himself. You know what I'm saying? But because I don't know what the contracts look like, you know what I mean? But I just
what's your thought now?
I'm just cautious.
Your first reaction.
It's still my reaction because you know, people just default to like, oh, this person should take care of that person. Like, nah, take care of yourself, handle your business. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like you're responsible for you. Yeah. So if you sign a contract without a lawyer, you know what I mean? Like you allowed that to happen to yourself. You know what I mean? I mean, that's just how I see it, bro. Like he has no response. And then I just read that he's paying for his funeral services too. Now, who knows if that came from his heart or it's from the pressure from social media, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, man, you can't expect nobody to do nothing for you. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, you can't.
Yo, that's
the
healthiest
that's for sure.
mindset, bro. Yeah, well, safest rather.
Yeah.
Yo, but like culturally, like it's almost like we're like inclined to, I don't know, like we think bailouts are coming. What you said, like nobody's coming at the end of the day. It's just you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's scary. And that's a real tricky situation too, because it's like there's a part of me that's like, yo, you have these like massively talented kids who come from these like, you know, inner cities, ain't got nothing, no money. So it's like they're easily manipulated. So I can understand that that part too, where it's like, yo, here's a bag, $50,000. Like you've never had a check worth more than $500 prior to that.
Right.
Take this advance, which you know they don't know that, but it's the same thing. Like remember the joint that we used to get hustled with like 20 years ago. We probably all still owe the money for getting like a Lion King DVD and a like Ace of Base CD or something, like, you know, like you get it for a penny.
Columbia House,
like 8 years. Columbia House. Thank you. Yeah, but it's like, and just even with credit cards and stuff, like I didn't have no dad, my mom wasn't around, so it's like nobody is there to like teach you. And I do agree with what Jimmy says, because like ultimately, as I get older,
I feel you.
I am solely for 1,000% of self accountability. Like I feel like I've thought about all the ways to fix the world's problems, and like that's the only thing I could really think of that would work. You know what I'm saying? Like if we all could just own our crap, you know what I'm saying? But I do get that like young artists get signed. They're easy to get. Somebody with like this business savvy like Diddy, just it's like, you know what I mean? Like easily take advantage of these dudes.
Yeah. We know Diddy been jerking people.
Always.
Yeah. And I don't doubt that either. You know, my thing. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. You finish your
I was just gonna say, like 20 years ago or 25 years ago when these dudes got signed, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you want to rap, then you should probably like look up people, because I have books. And you know what I'm saying? Like back in the 90s, in the late 90s, of, you know, how to run a record, you know, how to run a record label, you know what I mean? Things to look out for, you know. And so like, you just got to do the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? And now it's even easier. Like can't nobody say they got into a bad deal like now in this day when you could just Google it, you know?
Yo,
but I get it. Yeah.
Just sheer devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
Let's say, you know, early 90s, late 90s.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not like it is today, right?
Sure.
So he puts the deal on the table, and you're aware of the you know, the legal side of things, and you're like, you push back, and he's like, yo, it's cool, we just go with somebody else. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you
right
at the time where it's like it's a matter of like, yo, I'm in the source next week, or
right
I'm back at, you know what I'm saying? Like, what would you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you knew all the or you had the knowledge, it'd be a tough decision. But, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. But what did Master Pete do? He's like, nah, I'm not gonna take your $1 million. I'm gonna bet on myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a risk. That was a risk. I mean, and
absolutely,
and
life is a risk.
Right
and he believed it. He said, "Hey, if they willing to offer me a mil,
I know I'm worth more.
I'm worth more
That's
than
what I'm
that."
saying. That's what I'm saying. You know, and you know, you could try to finesse it like Frank Ocean or something like that. You know what I mean? And you talking to somebody trying to give you a bag and right.
Oh, Frank Ocean finesse the game, right?
Whoa. Anything with finesse and Frank Ocean, pause. Yo.
Oh God, mute this man's mic. Here we go.
I didn't know Frank Ocean triggered you like that. You want to talk about that?
I ain't triggered. I'm just saying, don't you want to finesse and Frank Ocean? I'm just letting you know. Pause that.
Right.
But we also got to be honest too. Like a lot of these artists, they not, you know, they look, because we see them on TV, but they don't really get a bag like that. No. You know what I mean? They get a regular.
Yo.
Huh?
What? Look at Usher. You know, you think he got money? You know what I'm saying? And your man out here printing out his own dollars.
They said that was promo, right? They said that was promo for his thing though, for his residency. It was promo for his residency.
I was about to print some dollars for TNC.
But you know, you see these artists and they look like or maybe they do got a bag and they squander it. Like, you know what I mean? You got a bag, you had your opportunity, and you squandered our opportunity. You wasted all your money. Right. Look at Young Buck. Look at Young Buck and 50. That's been an ongoing thing, and they like,
right.
But he's like, 50 used to give us bread and da 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 da. And so where's your bread at? Like, did you invest it? Did you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Well, some of these dudes is not just from the ripping off side, because I do believe that's true, especially back in the days. Like that was just like, oh, you young, like Bump said, you young, you naive.
Yeah.
I can get you. I can make
most
a lot of money
you've ever seen in your life, right?
Wasn't that the whole issue? With, like, the locks?
Yeah.
Was it?
What do you mean the whole issue?
Like I guess they got what you was about to say, Bumps.
No, I was just gonna I'm not even trying to discredit, like, what Jimmy said is still 100% like right, bro. Because it's like, as a businessman, like, you lay the contract out and you're like, here's the terms. You could accept it or not accept it. So I can see the flip side is like, yo, it's not fair for you to renege on a deal either. Like, it's like, that's not fair to the dude. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I can see how it's like a crappy situation for both parties. You know what I mean? Like, but I can sit there and
I agree. It is.
But I'm agreeing with you though. Like, I totally get what you're saying.
And back in them days, man, it wasn't like now everybody's a studio engineer. Everybody makes beats. You have the internet. Like back then, going to the studio was like the hardest thing ever. Like it was like, oh, you got to pay a lot of money.
The most expensive thing,
or to get a videographer, and then you had to have the connect too. It wasn't like how it is where everything is posted. You go online and just look up videographer, and you find a bunch of dudes.
You could do everything on your iPhone. Literally, you could do everything on your iPhone right now. You could drop a EP right now.
What a time
on your iPhone, bro. Shoot the video and everything. Create your merch
on my iPhone.
See,
I think I got a delay, so I apologize if I cut you guys off.
No,
you good. I mean, for the whole thing with Black Rob, I get it. I get both sides. Like, you know, he probably lost all his money and whatever it is that he did. You know, I mean, it would have been cool to see. Did he help him out? He didn't have to, obviously. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the Mark Cuban and Delonte West situation. Mark Cuban didn't have to do anything for Delonte West. But he did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that means a lot. That means a lot because he did it on his own merit, not because people are like, oh, you should do this. You know what I mean? Because I definitely believe, like, secure the bag, but also feed the poor. You know what I'm saying? Do something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, give back. I totally believe that, but I'm not going to pressure anybody to do that. That's my standard. You know what I mean? Because I'm basing it on scripture, you know? Yeah. But that don't mean I'm going to force everybody or anybody to, you know, to do that. Like, that's just not my place. And I feel like I just feel like we're in that spot right now culturally where everybody wants to force everybody else to do something, but they don't do anything themselves. You know what I mean? Like,
I think people got on Diddy because he had the nerve to talk about, yo, let's band together against these corporations and all of that. Sure. And then now you like, really, dude?
Bro, you are the corporation.
But he is the corporation.
Right. Hey, Bumps, what do you feel about like in CHH? Like, I'm probably sure you probably heard about some deals going on or whatever, and just like, yikes, that's that Diddy percent. Like, how do you feel about like that? Like, if you ever heard any stories like that?
I gotta be completely honest. I don't know. First of all, I don't really be in Cass pockets like that, but I've never really. Yeah, I've been privy to a lot of crazy stuff behind the scenes, like even Cass like behavioral stuff, like, you know what I mean, like. But I never. I can't recall. Yeah, I mean, we probably all have, right, with that aspect. But I don't recall ever like seeing something like, you know what I'm saying, regarding like a bad deal or whatever. And be like, yo, that's he's getting jerked or whatever. Mainly because I'm probably a moron on the business side of things, but you know, where I wouldn't be able to identify a bad deal anyway. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're like, oh, I get 10%. All right. Right. That's what the Bible says.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well out here.
He said 10%. All right.
Oh,
the Bible says I'm worthy of my wages.
Sounds good to me, yeah.
And maybe that's because
but it happens. I bet my life on it. It happens. You know it happens, bro. Like that's it's a shady part of this. Even like
rule number 4080.
Yo, you guys all know.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said rule number 4080.
What's rule number 4?
Industry people are shady. That's a Tribe Quest. Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
You spitting bars. This dude come out with the oldest bars. Yeah, Tribe Called Quest. I'm like, what song? Oh, track number 15. They're like, what time?
Like, I wasn't born then.
I'm like, who's that? The baby? I'm like, who's that? The baby?
The baby. Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Bubs. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Nah, that was pretty much the gist of it. Like, really, just I mean, and it's the same thing for like not only the music industry. Pardon me, man. I'm trying to get this phone so it'll stop falling. But the music side of things, and even, you know, the institutional church, really, like, it's a business, bro. Like, there's no other way around it. It is what it is. Like, I've had, you know, theological conversations for hours and hours on end and study myself, but like, bro, like, you know, it's just like, you know, the conclusion I came to that helped me the most with even church is like, church is what you make of it. And it's really like the same thing for CHH. It's kind of like, it's all your perspective, really, man. Cause if you run into it, like with these crazy high expectations about it being like, I can understand you going into it thinking it's going to be different than you know what I'm saying? But you're gonna be hella let down for real.
Nah, that's true. Know? That's true. I think it's the expectations that people have, right? And I think some of those expectations might be out of ignorance. You know, just people don't know business. You know, and especially the record business. You know, because a lot of people, you know, like going back to the Diddy thing, like. Dude invested millions into promoting artists. Like each individual artist invested millions, right? He invested hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions in recording each and every album. Because we're talking about a different time in the late 90s where dudes were spending $1 million just on a music video, you know?
Absolutely.
You know, so studio sessions could run, you know, into the millions, production could run into the millions, you know what I mean? Like I hear Nori talking about he was paying mad money on car services, you know? Like car services, bro. Like that's not even like recording, but you know, he charged it to the label, you know? So I think people just don't understand like how much goes into recording a project and promoting a successful project, you know? Because you have some artists who just record an album, throw it, you know, throw it on what's the
SoundCloud.
Distributors? Not SoundCloud. I was thinking of
DistroKid.
A DistroKid,
CD
right?
Baby?
They think they just
yeah,
they just throw it on DistroKid and then and then that's it and you're a success. But that ain't really how it works,
Right.
Like, you got to put money behind it. You gotta do stuff like this, like a podcast. You got to do a music video. You know what I mean? You got to do interviews. All that stuff. And that costs money. And I think people forget that. They just think like, oh, you got a music video. Well, back then it was you on MTV and all that. Even World Star, you got to pay for World Star if you want to be on the page.
Yeah.
Oh,
but I think
I
just think back then was more like the visibility was a little more difficult because it was like,
oh, for sure,
only the labels, the gatekeepers had those
Mhm.
connections. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
absolutely. It wasn't like you had to hand your demo back then. You know what I'm saying? To get all like and hope someone could hear it and accept your talent. Now you could go on IG, upload something, put a couple hashtags, and you might go viral. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm sure there's, like you said, there is a marketing strategy. Like, let's not be blinded by that. Like, it's not always like, oh, I'm the best rapper in the world, and I'm just gonna blow up. Nah.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a marketing. You know what I mean? Some people put money towards it.
Yeah. But, well, that's what I'm saying is the fact that they did like the record labels did a lot to make these records and these artists successful. You know what I'm saying? Like, they invested a lot of money. So, whenever I invest money, I expect a return.
Yeah.
That's just how I do business.
Yeah.
Other people might do business differently, but for me, like, if I put money in, I expect a return. Now, what that return is, that's between whatever party I'm doing business with, right? Yeah. And I just think that a lot of people just don't see that and don't understand that. So going back to like Diddy, like, dude invested millions and millions of dollars in promoting the Locks and everybody else who was on his roster.
Take that.
So I'm not mad at him for expecting a cut. Like, dude made you a household name. Like, you could really go anywhere and do a show and you straight. That's just my my thing. But was he shady? Sure, possibly.
No, I feel
humans are shady. Like, that's sin. Like, you're not gonna expect that from sinners.
Yeah.
But anyway.
With all that being said, TNC record labels coming out 70-30 splits
for the 99 2000.
70-30. It's too much.
No, I'll say we 70
80-20.
90-10, man.
Let's go.
True capitalist. We're trained capitalists. That's what we are.
Yo, and the first single coming out is gonna be from Switch. he only get 10%.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, man. What's going on in Minneapolis? They're getting ready to get that verdict.
Bro. Yo, board up your windows. If you haven't copped any ammo, it's too late. Oh, the verdict's supposed to be tonight?
No, I mean, I think they're gathering. I think it's gonna take a couple of days.
Yeah, no, I was watching the live news in YouTube, and people were already out in the streets.
Oh yeah,
and I follow. Shout out to Rooftop Asians. He tagged me in a post. They're people are getting together out here in Cali. It's like, bro, like
everywhere.
We in Cali, bro. Like, that's all the way over there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, here in New York too, Times Square.
You word?
Yeah, they just the other day they had like closed down a busy street. I forgot which avenue it was, but it was going crazy.
That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah. And I heard in Minneapolis they shutting the schools down starting Wednesday, I believe, or Tuesday, or this week. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. I know that they're shutting them down because
I didn't know they was in school there.
Well, some people are not remote only, like they're back in school and stuff, so they're doing everything full remote. Like, everything's gonna be full remote.
This is nuts, yo.
So is that like hinting to? Are they just preparing, or are they hinting like, yo?
They're bracing themselves, bro. Like, if these dudes, like the post that I was tagged in, it was like a BLM tag. It was a BLM post talking about like, we're gonna meet here, right? And I was just thinking like, I'm avoiding that area, like I am not trying to go over there because you already know what it's gonna be. A bunch of dudes with cans of soup, you know what I'm saying? That they're gonna throw at cops, and you know, they got that Nike promo code for 100% off. Use promo code BLM. You know what I'm saying?
For free sneakers.
Like, just avoid that joint.
For real?
Nah, that's a meme. To get your free Nikes.
Get your free Nikes.
BLM,
you know what I'm saying? 100% off.
Josh says, I forgot to leave some ammo for Bumps the other weekend.
Dang.
Yeah, he putting your business out there. He putting your business out there.
He said you ain't got no ammo, son.
All the extra ammo I can get, apparently.
Yeah, man.
Nah, I got about 500 rounds.
Hey, that's enough.
That's enough. On the 9, you know.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It might take me 2 magazines to hit somebody's leg.
Nah. As long as the drama's lit, people hear them shots. They they gone. They ghost. Ain't nobody want to be in that vicinity.
So here's my thing, right?
That's not Christian.
You when you have a trial, right? You have people that they selected, right? Like, so these are normal, everyday, supposed to be everyday citizens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who are
you mean the jury?
The jury, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, like, what do they want to change? You know what I'm saying? Like,
what you mean?
As far as like the verdict, right? It's because in a sense, it is left to the people in a sense, because you have the jury who's making the decision. Right. It's not like the president or the mayor or anyone else is making the decision. They're making
I see what
people from the community are going and making this decision. So
you mad at them?
My thing is like, what's gonna change? You know what I mean? Like, what do we expect to change? Like protesting and like, what are we expecting? You know what I mean? That's just my question.
Yeah, I mean that's a great question. You know, I don't know what people expect, bro. Like, it's wild because like you have people who are like defund the police, but then they don't want to. They're also they are also for gun restrictions and gun bans. It's like, how are you going to decrease funding for police, which means that there's going to be less of a police presence in inner cities, right? In impoverished communities, there's going to be less of a police presence. So how are these people in these communities supposed to be able,
Jimmy?
How are they going to defend themselves? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't get that aspect. I think people just really don't know what they want, man. You know,
you be talking.
Yeah, I agree because ain't nobody talking about qualified immunity. Ain't nobody's talking about stripping the pensions from a lot of these cops. A lot of these cops, you know what I mean? They take them off the street, they put them on a desk job, and they're still collecting full salary. You know, and
or even before they get fired, they get it. They still get their pension.
Right.
Yeah,
it's like let's you got to really change the system, man. Like, I don't know, man. And the family already got some bread.
They got a lot of bread.
They got some bread. I don't remember what it was. You remember what it was, Ant? I know they got like millions.
Like
who got bread? George Floyd or
Floyd's family?
Yeah, George Floyd family. Yeah.
I think it was like 27 million or something like that.
Wow, I didn't know it was that much.
Wow,
I didn't know it was that much, bro. I was thinking like 2 or something like that.
No.
Wow. 27, yeah.
Wow.
27 million civil settlement with the family of George Floyd over the black man's death in police custody last year.
And that's not even including the GoFundMe money.
Yo, son, that's crazy. So the family, like, you can't bring the man back by burning down the Nike or the Louis store. Family got 27 million. What are we gonna do now? We gonna burn some more stores in our communities? You know what I mean? Like,
I just
right. That's my whole thing. Like, we need to do some other steps to hold these cops more accountable. Like,
absolutely, I agree.
Let's put things in motion because depending on the jury, you know what I mean. Like I said, this isn't just a judge making this decision. These are a jury, people from the community that are making this decision. So obviously, you know, they have to come in there with whatever what do you call that? notions that they had. You know what I'm saying? They come into that courtroom, and I'm sure they train them and tell them, listen, don't listen to the media, don't listen to this. You know, let's go by facts only. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
right.
Whatever, the jury makes those decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah, you know, and I'm sure a lot of the people who were out there marching, bro, like they probably didn't even see like the trial. You know, like I'm familiar with the case. I just was watching the trial today, and I was like, whoa. Like I was, you know, a lot of the stuff that was going on. I seen a TikToker, my daughter showed me a TikToker that was talking about like the case, and I was just like, whoa, this is crazy. You know, but the majority of people out there in the street, like I don't think they really
follow the case.
Follow the case whatsoever.
They watch media.
You know?
They just watch the headline. Oh,
yeah.
This guy's not guilty.
Yeah. Yeah. That's facts. That's fact. You know, so it's like, bro, how are you so mad and you're not even like you really concerned about this but you're not paying attention to what's going on with the court system, you know, or how to fight it, you know, or what, like you don't even have an alternative on how to fix this, right? Or how to change the system. Like the resolution is burn down the city and get rid of all cops. But if you get rid of all cops, then you have to give people back their gun rights. There's like,
right.
Otherwise, like you setting up people for disaster. Like what you think? Criminals are going to obey gun laws?
Right.
Okay.
That's a fact.
So everybody's holding tight for this verdict.
That's gonna be nuts.
I'm not, man. I live in the hood. There's like no. I live in a residential place, so ain't nobody looting over here. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody do none of that stuff.
Where in the hood?
I'm good. Yeah.
They be looting in the hood. You don't think?
Yeah, but they go to like they don't be breaking in people's cribs like that. And if they do, I'm ready. But I'm saying like they go into like Walmart or Target or something like that. Yeah, the Nike store. I don't live by, you know what I mean, like those stores like that. Yeah, like I don't live close to that like that where like I'm concerned for my safety. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm more concerned with like a home invasion, you know what I'm saying? I'm more concerned with like cop saying I'm reaching for my wallet and he thought it was a gun, you know, like that's what I'm more concerned about. Like these protests, it's not really on my radar like that. And I avoid areas where they said that they're going to be meeting. So,
Yeah. What about that 13-year-old who got shot? Y'all seen that?
Yeah, that's crazy. Where was that? That was in Ohio? No, that was in Illinois, right?
I thought it was Chicago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. That's crazy, man. That's tough. Did you guys see the video?
I can't watch that stuff.
Yeah, I saw it.
Like the kid did have. So the kid is running from the cops. He has a pistol. Yo, this whole thing, man, just it triggered me, bro. It really triggered me because that could have been me. Because like I was really 13 years old, hanging out with older dudes who were handing me the burners. Because they knew that the cops wouldn't mess with me, you know what I'm saying? Because I was a kid. So like it triggers me, bro, because like I could have been caught with the burner and I could have ended up in the same way, you know. But I did see, so the cops, apparently there was some gunshots out in the street. Someone called the cops. The cops show up and they find this kid, and I think the guy he was with was 21 years old. Yeah. The cop sees him. He pushes the 21-year-old to the ground. I don't know if his partner got him or what, but he started chasing the little kid, the 13-year-old. The 13-year-old had the burner on him. He's running. Yeah, he tossed it, but the cop tells him, get rid of the gun, or he's something like that, right? He's like drop the gun or something like that. The kid tosses it, and like less than a second later, he has his hands up, right? And you can see it in the video, but it's less than a second, and the cop shoots him in the chest, so that's tough, man. That's tough because it was less than a second, you know what I mean? I don't know what I would do in that situation, but it's definitely wrong for the cop to shoot a kid, but
he gonna tell him to drop the gun, he drop it and he still shoot him.
Yeah, that part though, and you can see both of his hands up in the air,
oh, clearly.
Yeah, but he did have the burner, and I think that's what a lot of people are kind of like arguing. It's like, oh, well, he had a gun, he shouldn't have had a gun, he shouldn't have been out there. Okay, Sure, you're right, but the cop also shouldn't have shot him when he had both hands in his air, in the air. But it's wild, man. So we supposed to defund cops when there's like 21 and 13-year-olds out there walking around shooting in the air, whatever they was doing, unarmed, right? Like that doesn't make sense either.
Yeah.
It's literally two different. It's conflicting thoughts, but like,
yeah.
There's so many obvious things. I don't want to say in the political landscape these days, but just even be hella disappointed looking at Facebook feeds these days. It's just like, come on, man! Like you're better than this. Like you're so much smarter than this. Like you're not thinking critically on these issues. Right. But what do I know, man?
Yeah.
Nah.
Like how could you defund, like you said, defund the police, but also simultaneously work towards unarming the American people? Like most, let's be real. The people who say defund the police usually align themselves with the same party that's like, you're saying I want smaller government and bigger government at the same time, fam.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing here? Like, do you trust them or do you not trust them? And like, fam, like, I don't consider myself a part of either party, but it's like, what I do trust is my damn self with my strap in my family in my house. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just, I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I agree 100%, man. I mean, just the simple math. Like in my neighborhood, and you can Google, whatever part of the country you live in, you can Google what the response time is in your neighborhood. In my neighborhood, it's between 10 and 15 minutes. So somebody comes in my door with a pistol, I gotta wait 10 to 15 minutes for a cop to show up. A lot can happen in that time. You know, I'm not taking those type of chances, man. Oh, you broke up. What'd you say?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
It was Jimmy's mic it was breaking up a little bit on my end. I don't know if it was just my phone or
you good now.
You good.
You good? No, I didn't. Yeah. What did you say the last thing you said? My fault.
I was talking about the police response time is 10 to 15 minutes, and a lot can happen in that time, you know?
Oh, everything, bro. Listen, I have, let me see. I think three of my homies that were in my wedding party are all police officers. One of my best friends is a police officer, not a white guy. He's a black dude, right? Bro, like they will all tell you the same thing. Like, bro, we're the cleanup crew. Like, we rarely get there in time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
It goes back to almost like, you know, the sentiment when we were talking about the Diddy stuff. It's like, bro, nobody is going to save you but you, man. You are all you, and not to say like, you know, I don't want to hyper people to hyper spiritualize that, but you can understand what I'm saying. It's just like, and I feel like, especially with people who have so many issues with the police or are more left leaning on the political landscape, it's like that you would think that would be the one thing we can all rally around together on, like the Second Amendment. Like, yo, you can't do this. Like, you not taking my strap. Like, this is all I have to protect my family. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, no, I agree.
But it's kind of like you also see how, and I want to be sensitive to how I say it, but like sheepish people are. Like, it's so
it is.
And I'm not saying I'm outside of being, you know what I'm saying? Like how I'm not even sitting here saying I'm the brightest bulb of them all. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not outside of the realm of being influenced culturally but like so much of society, you get where I'm going. Like,
right, I call them lemmings. Those are the lemmings.
Those are lemmings. Yo, this is what I don't understand is like, if the left is right about Trump, right, and let's just say they're right, he was a racist, he was a Nazi, he wanted to kill all blacks and Latinos and Asians and everybody else, then why would you want to give up your guns? Like, that makes no sense.
Right.
Like, if that's true, if that's true, right? Like, why would you want to take away the guns from everybody? And then to top it all off, like, there's been record numbers of minorities, specifically black people, buying firearms, right?
Yeah.
Record numbers, the highest it's been in history, right? And now they want to pass gun control legislation. Like, so who's the racist? Who's the racist?
But bro, it's always been the left that does that.
Yo, like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. You know, when I think of revolution, right? Because the left is about revolution. You know, that their poster boys are like Che Guevara and Fidel and all of them. They all had firearms. They had fully automatic weapons. Fully automatic weapons. You know what I'm saying?
I think their idea is we get somehow that they're going to be able to get rid of all the guns, and there won't be no more guns, and we'll live in a peaceful world and a peaceful society.
Which is a freaking lie, because Australia still has gun deaths.
Yeah.
England still has gun deaths. You know what I mean? We talking about islands, bro.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
what is it, like roughly like per 100? What is it? 330 million people in the USA. Like, we have 120 guns per 100 people, roughly.
Yeah.
But like, and we're still like 12th in gun homicides, and like majority of that is suicides. It's
right.
And it's
majority of that is suicides.
Right. And not even to like tie it in with the police thing. Like, it's just like, if we're clearly, and I took statistic classes, so I know that you can manipulate things to say what you want them to say, right? So, and I'm not saying, but I'm saying, like, if I'm looking at the same data as everyone else, like, police are doing a pretty good job. If we're having honest conversations, which we're not about where most violent crime is happening. The same neighborhoods I grew up in, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
bro, like, which my mind would say, okay, would warrant more police monitoring or activity, rather. You know what I'm saying? Like, in light of what you're saying, like, police response time is bad, but usually you would think like police are going to be where crime is taking place. So in light of how where I'm going with this is, like, I'm shocked it's not happening more frequently. Honest to God. But if you look critically, like I said, my homie Swain, one of my best friends, black police officer, bro, in Cleveland alone, homicide is up like 140%. Violent or aggravated assault is up like 180%. Bro, the statistics are overwhelmingly like they're just nuts. You look at them like, yo. So in light of how much they're interacting with people on a day-to-day basis, it was like, yo, this should be happening. If we're taking what the media is telling us, like, this should be happening way more than it is. You feel what I'm saying? Like, anyway,
right.
Neither here nor what do I know? That's 2021 Bumps. What do I know? Like, I ain't trying to get canceled out here, you know?
It's all about perception, brother. Right?
Yeah.
No, bro, it really is, man. And the approach I try to take too, like, because I know how we're just in such a delicate time. You feel me? Like, and I know, like, there's never been a time in my life where I didn't hold to wrong beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look back 10 years ago, I'm like, yo, you were wilding, right? Like, I just know that's every human being, right? I know I'm confident enough to know that no one is outside of error. No one intentionally believes the wrong thing. And I know any time that I've ever changed my mind regarding, like, how a brother in the faith has dealt with me, like, it was never in an argument. So in light of that, I really try to, it's why I really don't speak out on stuff politically. First of all, it's like, no one needs my stupid opinion anyway. They got enough of those, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I would never want to say something that could be, it doesn't matter what I say. Like, even what I just said now will probably, unfortunately, it'll cost me. I could lose a potential brother or sister who would have rocked with me. Not even like rock with me on like a buy my album. I'm talking about just like as a human being, you know, like, and it sucks we're in that time because it's just how delicate cats are now, where they'll cut you off, or I could see what I just said being interpreted as, oh my God, Bumps is a Republican, cancel him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you know, and it's like, what? I didn't say that, you know, but it is what there's a part of me that about Jimmy. Of course,
they said Jimmy was a MAGA supporter.
Listen,
they really did. They really did.
If you're pro Second Amendment, you're automatically a Republican, right? Or this is the problem politically. Like it's like, first of all, I feel like we just grossly lack empathy on all issues, like both sides. It's just like it's gangbanging is what it is.
Yeah.
But like if you basically narrow down things to, well, if you vote for a Democrat president or whoever's running on that side, you're a baby killer. Or if you vote for this side, you're a racist. It's like, where's the room to discuss anything? Like it's like that's the end of it. Yo, we might as well just fight, bro. Like for real. Like let's straight up. Like let's get this Civil War over with, because there's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like check my receipts. Check the household I grew up in. Like if I'm a racist because I grew up this way, or if I'm a baby killer because I voted for this dude. Like, bro, we not talking no more. Like we fighting after that. Like anyway. Hey, what do I know, fellas?
Nah, that's good stuff.
Nah, that's true. That's true. I think, and that's why, like, we discussed these sort of topics here, because we don't agree on most of these topics. We just usually like back and forth and push back, because we want to have a healthy dialogue as believers. Because at the end of the day, we worship Christ. We're brothers in the faith. And ultimately, that's all that matters. Yeah. That's why, that's why we talk about, because man, some of these conversations, like especially like on certain social media platforms between Christians, it's like Israel and Palestine, man. Like they be going at it, bro. Like it's just like, bro, and they question your Christianity too. You said what?
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's keep it all the way funky, since we on That's Not Christian podcast right now. Like, bro, there's no CHH is literally just like a reflection of the political landscape these days.
That's facts. That's facts.
Bars.
Come for me. I really, it doesn't make, you know what I'm saying? Like, but bro, it's sad, bro. Because I have loved ones on both sides of this. It's just, bro, it's no different. It's really no. And this is why I was so disappointed when dang, what did he say? Cray said, and I'm not even on Twitter, but somebody showed it to me and he said something like, feels good to be on the right side of history.
Yeah, he did say that.
Listen, I got nothing but love for that dude, regardless of what. For some reason, everybody always tries to pit GOM against Reach, which is neither here nor there. Whatever. I really don't care anymore at this point. But it's just kind of like, as a believer, I'm like, yo, that was trash. I don't even know if I'm saved, and I knew that was a very arrogant thing to say. Cause like, in light of me, like, bro, I'm a knucklehead. Like, first of all, so it's like, I'm 80% sure I'm saying I believe what I say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm right, but I don't, but like to have a platform of millions of people and be like, feels good to be, it's just kind of like, put his nose up, like, and feels good to be, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro.
What was funny about that was that he was on some, in the beginning, it was like, oh, let's not get politics and Jesus mixed up. Like that was the messaging a little bit. But then you go ahead and do this. It's like, well, you're doing the same thing that you would kind of criticizing a little bit. You know what I mean?
Bro, come on, man. Look, let's just say this. Cats have been captured by the same spirit they oppose. Even whatever side of the political landscape you fall on, like this just is what it is, bro. Like it's
Mars.
Cats not holding themselves to the same standard they hold others to.
Come on.
And that's what's unfortunate. And I say that, like, I swear on everything, I would dap Cray up if he was in my face. I would say I pray for you behind the scenes, because like I don't know what it's like to have that platform. And I honest to God, like there's been so many times where I've wanted to respond to those cats when like they take these opportunities to perpetuate these negative stereotypes about the church that aren't true, but in the moment they make themselves look better. Lots of Christian rappers have done this. It's just not Lecrae. It's been Andy. It's been all these dudes, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know I'm not whack like those other guys, but it's like, come on, fam. Like, I don't rock with a lot of CHH either, but like we know that's not true no more. But the church, rather, like not even outside or completely outside of me. You kind of follow where I'm going, but like, it's kind of I don't know, man. It's just like, but where I'm at, I guess where I want to be, like, I always, at least the approach I'd like to have ideally is one of empathy. Like, yo, I don't know what it's like to have that big of a platform. I can't, bro. If I was in the position Cray was in, I'd probably have 36 kids, 19 STDs. I'd be strung out on like 14 different drugs. Like, I'm just being real. That's probably why God didn't bless me with that platform.
Right.
You feel me? But I'm just, it's like, so I could really say like, yo, I've prayed for that dude multiple times, and I don't want credit for that. Just like as a brother to brother, like, yo, but when you see stuff like that, because I got loved ones who are police. One of my best friends is a black police officer. One of my homies that like, even me saying this could like hurt my bag. Honest to God, it really could. But he been in LA for a minute, and it's just like, yo, like, you got brothers back home. They're saying wild stuff on socials, but it's like, you got brothers back here with the same skin as you. You're not helping them right now. Like, he got, you know what I'm saying? Like, perpetuating this narrative. Nobody's saying that, like, bro, I agree with everything you guys were saying. Like, it's just not as black and white as we make it. It reminds me of like Bloods and Crips. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro.
That's
gang
true.
banging. Yep.
Life is so much more complex and nuanced than to narrow it down to the political climate, essentially. So it's just kind of like, yo, let's approach this stuff with so much more grace and empathy on both sides, because at the end of the day, I'd like to think that we do have a lot of stuff in common, more so than what, I don't know, man. Listen. I probably already canceled myself on that rant, but tell Lecrae I love him. I really do, bro. Listen,
yo,
it's not. It was just like, you get what I'm saying. Like, it was very divisive. I thought, I'm like, yo, like, why? Why? You know,
I agree. I agree 100%.
Yeah, and you know, I'm starting to open up a little bit towards because I feel like, you know, like in certain areas or certain regions, they have, like, I have a pastor that I highly respect, but he'll tell you that, you know what I mean? He's a man of God, and he'll tell you Trump is a racist, that Trump promoted white supremacy. And his whole thing is like coming from, I guess, from back in the days, because he's a little older gentleman. But his whole thing,
you should bring him on the pod, bro.
Yeah, we talked about it. You know, he was talking about just how the church, when you know, slavery was going on or civil rights, how the church was even divided, you know what I'm saying, in that time. Like, you know, you couldn't be a clergyman because you were black, and you couldn't be this. And, you know, that perspective kind of like, I'm like, oh, okay, so I see why you may feel that way, even though you may not have experienced that. You know, you kind of feel that way now. But, you know, I never really, like, I never saw Trump as a racist per se. That's just me. You know what I mean?
Neither did hip hop. Let's be all the way real.
Huh? He's a rapper. Yeah.
Bro,
he's a gangster rapper.
And let me clarify, bro. Like, I am not pro-Trump, and, you know, this red hat is a total coincidence. I swear to God.
But it say Nike, though. It say Nike for the record.
And podcast listeners.
Yes. You feel me? Look, greatest band of all time. Just throwing that out there too. But yo, I'll say this, but like, because I was confused. I've always grew up like, yo, all of you guys are liars as far as politicians. So I was most alarmed at like the witch hunt. That's what made me like, you know, kind of do the like, what was that? Remember the meme where the dude was like with his head like this? But because, yo, he was in mad movies. Shoot, I remember the roast he used to do. I remember Snoop Dogg, Kevin Hart.
Snoop Dogg was on there.
Bro, it was mad funny to me. At least to me, it was like Mac Miller had a song called Donald Trump. It was like, bro, bro, speaking of Diddy, picked mad pictures with Diddy. You know, these are things like my subconscious picked up on, but it was like, yo, y'all were just cool with him like 2 months ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was all good just a week ago.
Yo, hey, but what do I know, man? I just stay out the way, to be honest. Like, it's too exhausting to try to keep up on every issue, on every current event, to try to weigh in. I'd be just out the way, man, trying to raise some kids, bro. Like,
that's facts, bro.
Short.
Go ahead.
Nah. I was gonna get it. I was gonna get it to Bumps because Shark is like, is there gonna be a Q&A with Bumps at the end of the podcast?
Yeah.
My bad. We dragging it. My bad.
We gonna kill that, man, because we don't want Bumps to get canceled. So we're gonna
Cancel.
pivot a little bit. We're gonna pivot a
My
little bit.
manager already
gotta
texted me
sing it.
like, "Yo, pump the brakes, kid."
Yeah, that's why I'm like, you know what I mean? Because you know how CHH can be. We're gonna go ahead and pivot. So I wanted to ask you this though, Bumps, huh?
Listen, Jared came on and he said he'll smoke Lecrae in the track, so don't feel so bad, man.
Hey, he would. Oh, listen, yo, but yo, get me started.
Yo. So speaking of Jared and you know CHH and that and all that. Yo, Bumps. So how long have you been the cameraman for GOM?
First of all, how you know about that? First of all, yo, apparently not long enough. I mean, I wasn't getting compensated if that was my gig, you know. First of all, I'm more intrigued by how you found out about that story, but that was great, actually. That's good thing I like have
just a little research, bro. Just a little research.
Yeah, man, that was mad fun. But yo, that's how short-sighted the music is it's a different animal these days. Like you could drop music and then 4 months later, cats are like, "Where's the new music at?" And it's like Jared just talked about this. It's like it's flattering, but it's also like if you're not like rock solid in yourself, like yo, you can't put those expectations on me, bro. Like, right. You know what I mean? Like, I just spent my life savings in the last 8 months locked in the studio to give you this last project. Like,
right.
Yeah.
But yo, people don't. It's more consumerism in general. Like, I don't know. But cats don't digest music like that anymore.
Nah, attention spans.
Maybe it's like.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Ant, because I think
said.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, my fault. No, he just says, I don't know if you remember, if you guys are hip to the grind date on the record, much more. Where he said, how much? He said, how much more do y'all microwave popcorn bleep want? Like, you know. Anyway.
Yeah, but that's the culture right now because I think a lot of these artists were dropping consecutive singles, you know, and so people are expecting consistent music. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think people listen to albums the way they used to. Oh. Listen to them the way that they used to, not necessarily listen to albums, but listen to the way that they used to, because now it's like you hear a record and people like the same day are like, oh, that's trash. You know what I mean? Whereas like back in the day, you used to listen to an album, listen to every song, find out who the producer was. You know what I mean? Look at the artwork, sit with the artwork. Yeah, all that. You know what I mean? Like that's the era I'm from. So I appreciate when dudes drop projects like that now, you know what I mean? But it's a different culture now.
I think we mentioned that with Be Alive.
So let me ask you this.
Right?
Okay.
Like he had mentioned how just like you drop an album and the next day is like, oh, that was dope. When's the next project or when's the next single coming
where's
out?
the next one?
What's the question? What you was gonna ask? I hope
because I was just I won't name drop him, but like legend in the game, respected dude. But like he made a comment to me that made me think. He was like, yo, he told me, he's like, IG lightweight killed the lyricist, because it's like we got to do all these things that like we got to wear all these hats, we got to be our own video guys, we got to make our own photo shoots, we got to constantly create content. It's just like, and what they're not doing is what Jimmy was just saying, like cats aren't digesting the experience anymore, you know. Like, bro, one of my favorite, actually, if it's not Black on Both Sides by Mos Def, my favorite album of all time is Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. It's like you can't just pick one song on Dark Side of the Moon and listen to it. Like you gotta digest that mug like all the way through. But that's not the wheelhouse we in. But you get what I'm saying? Like, like, and this is what I loved about Kendrick. It was like he would make these experiences. I don't know. It's just so different now, bro. But I feel like there's a glimmer of hope. You have like these cats like Griselda's and Joyner Lucas's, but it's like it doesn't seem that the support is there for these MCs. Like it's like you know there's a wheelhouse for them, but even like myself, not to like, you know, I think my platform would probably be a little bit bigger had, you know, I guess the era that I kind of like blossomed in was more so like, you know, if I was a little bit later to the IG thing or whatever, you know, and I'm not like making excuses. I'm just saying, like, you know, I think it's weird because like I'll see myself on these like all-time great list or whatever. Remember those were a cool thing a while back, like and don't get me wrong, like super honoring, flattering, or whatever. But it's like, yo, but like, why is I got like 15,000 followers on IG? Like that doesn't make any sense. Like I should at least have a little bit more guys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, like you're constantly trying to do the math in your head. Like where is the disconnect? And it maybe has something to do with like, you know, in light of, let's say 15,000 followers, I could post something and Instagram decides to show it to 88 people. Like the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? Like it could be numerous variables, but it does seem like there's a lack of support for, I don't know, like even like, bro, like I would put Biz up there as like legend spitters. Like, bro, Biz's pen is not to be played with, but like on another, he can make good music though, like really catchy mainstream music, if that makes sense. And even to you know, go back to like the whole Lecrae thing, right? You know, like I think lyrically Jared would watch Lecrae, but like, bro, like you can't tell me like Lecrae is a legend. Like Lecrae can make music, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in Andy, include like all those dudes. Like, that's not music is subjective, first of all. So it's like, who the heck are you to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, I do come from the era, bro. Like when I was growing up, Chino XL was my favorite rappers, or Atmosphere. Like, but they were never as popular as a Jay-Z or Nas. But you couldn't tell me they weren't as dope as that. You know what I'm saying? But there is something to the idea of like, yo, why do so many people like these, like what seems to be like terrible rappers? But there's like an element to it to where that is very appealing to people. And realistically, they might not ever be able to rap like me or Biz or whatever, but like I could never do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do what a Hobie does or you know what I'm saying? Like he might not be able to spit bars like this either, but like at the end of the day, like I'm not gonna sit here and say he makes bad music. You know, I really try to. I like a lot of the new school stuff. Honest to God, like I was a huge Juice WRLD fan, Trippie Redd, all these guys. Like, and it's not even like I'm just some old dude trying to stay hip. Like, I can see there's skill in it. There is absolute skill, but it's almost it's dang near a different genre though. Like it's so different than the spitter era that we come from.
Rapper,
you know, I snatch your crown, but your head still attached to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just when it's like, oh my God, did he just say that? You know, like, anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely a different era, man. But for the record, man, we've had a couple of CHH artists on the podcast, and a lot of them have name dropped you as one of the illest in the game. Like a lot of them have said, yo, Bumps is nice. Yeah, man. Yeah. Wow. A lot of cats have said that Bumps is nice. You know, like to the point where, you know, I even go back to your records and like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, let me refresh my memory and listen to some old joints, you know what I mean? You just dropped maxi single, right?
What is it? Perspective? Perception.
So, perception. Yeah, we could I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know what a maxi single was before this. Like I said,
that's old school. That's old school,
right? Yo, Biz was like, "Let's do a maxi," and I was like, "Yeah." Wait a minute. What's a maxi? Like,
wait, what's that?
Yo, I hope this is a good thing, but like those were like my least favorite joints on the project.
Oh, word!
Like, wait,
yo, I was like, yo, hold up, because yo, those joints were dope, bro. I
thought it was
the
dope,
lyricism, the concept, the pen, yo. If that was the joint you didn't like, I can't wait to hear the joints you like.
Yo, I'm not. I kid you not. I wrote the diner in like 20 minutes in a. Ironically, I guess you can call it a diner in a restaurant parking lot down the road. I was about to get home, and I sent it to Biz like, "Yo, what do you think of this?" Because I was like just ripping records. Like, I get in these modes where I'll go 8 months without writing anything, and then I'll write 13 records in 4 days. Like, it's just I wish I could find some consistency. But I sent it to him, no lie, 20-30 minutes tops, and he was just like, immediately hit me back like, yo, and I was like, word? I'm like, it's just about a homeless guy, like, you know what I mean? Who cares about homeless people anyway, right? No, but and then so I said this, like, he was like, yo, what if you wrote it from the waitress's perspective too? And I'm like, are you kidding me? That's like more work, you know? I'm like, all right, I'll do it. So I did it, and then I wasn't thrilled on that one either. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he was just like, I gotta. He was like, and he just kept pushing me. And I wrote the last joint from the perspective of the owner. And yeah, and what basically the way it was like, maybe we could do an EP centered around these. And I was like, nah. I'm like, I wasn't really even feeling them all like that, but I was like, let's just,
you're like, nah, that's it.
But yo, I trust business ears so much more than I do my own. I'm like, let's put them on the album, and that's why I put them on there. Like the first one's I said prelude, interlude, postlude type of thing. Like they're almost like interludes on the album, which I would have never guessed in a million years. It would have been the first records Biz rolls out for my album. Like it could be a good thing, bad thing, I don't know, but like but I've been getting a lot of that back. Like, yo, even what you just said, like, so and so say Bumps is the greatest, or not greatest, but like, or like the respect of your peers. That joint can be confusing to internalize, because like, yo, thanks for the 6 people who think I'm awesome, but like, yo, where's the support on the number side of things? That, like, I don't, but you never know. Like, it's a weird dynamic, man, to process.
So now you rolling out into your album, Chaos is Beautiful, right? And that's dropping when? Next week?
Yes, sir.
So how many tracks we got on it? April 30th.
I got 17. Yeah, 17.
Wow.
17.
Wow. That means you recorded like 30.
Oh, bro, I got my next project is done too. Actually, my next 2 projects are done.
Yeah, this dude on his DMX.
Okay.
You feel me? I mean, it just, cats think I just stopped making music, man. I never stopped. They just, for some reason, man, I feel like the way God orchestrated it was just, he could have just been sitting me down, man. Like things weren't happening.
That's crazy.
Features weren't coming through. It was just like songs were incomplete. Producer problems. It was just everything.
Yeah.
And then just I think when I flew down to Houston last year for Biz, Murphy is exactly what it is, bro. Like, but I think I went down last year to Biz's crib with like 30 records, man. And then it got to a point where I kind of got in this bag.
That's crazy.
This year, where I was like, I started making so many records and like sending them to the label. It was like everybody was like, keeper, fire. I was like, man, you don't have to lie to me, man. Like I can take it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm a big boy.
Yeah. And all this is all happening while like me and my dude Promise from Toronto, we've been working on our project for a grip. Like we're simultaneously doing, wrapping up our joint. And obviously like with the COVID lockdown in Canada being Canada, like we can't, cross over, but that's done too. Like I can't, there was no lie. There was 4 projects I was in the, like writing for, and I think I completed them all. And God willing, man, like, people can, I mean, this should hold them over for at least 3 weeks. I'd like to think, like, but it's cool though, man.
So what features we got on this?
I got to work with like, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, go ahead. Finish your thought.
No. You want me to go into the feature joint?
Yo, yeah, I was just gonna ask you like what kind of
it's the delay. I apologize, man.
Yeah.
So I got me and Biz got a record, me and Jared got a record. My guy, I mean, I don't know if you guys know who Evan Ford is.
No,
not familiar.
Okay, he's in like a group with his sis, but like he works with like Mike Todd and stuff. But bro, got an amazing voice though. I got him on a few records, 3 records actually. Yeah. Fern, obviously, my man. For me and Fern got a joint, a tough one too.
Nice.
Man, I'm slip. Yeah. Fern is he's a legend, bro. I'm trying to think, man. Like, man, that's all I can think of off the top of my head. Oh, Drew Weeks sang on a record. Dag, yo, and I'm like terrible with like the who's who. Oh, Swayze. I got the young dude Swayze on the record.
Okay,
nice.
okay.
I do Monster Tarver.
Tarver, let's
okay.
go.
Monster Tarver's on one. I got another young dude. Oh, bro, like I got a he's not local, but like he's from my state. I don't know if you guys ever heard Jonathan Baker, but bro is so cold, bro. Singing rap circles around most cats. He was on Cephas's last joint, but we got a joint. Yeah, man. I mean, like, you're always like you're trying to balance between like I guess what we were talking about earlier, the business side of things. Like, yo, do I get this dude because he has a name, or do I get somebody who I respect who nobody knows who it is? You know, and more than 8 out of 10 times I'm going with the dude who I respect. You feel me?
Yeah.
Right.
And
yo, I just got a DM from one of my heroes like today, and I'm like, man, my next joint might have a legend on it. Not even a CHH legend, but a legend. I'm not even gonna okay. I showed my wife and she's like, babe, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, like I'm pumped. Anyway.
Praise God. That's what's up, man.
Praise God, man.
So you got this joint dropping one more time, April 30th, is that right?
Beautiful, yeah.
April 30th. Yep. April 30th. Perception is out already, which is the 3-song maxi single.
Fire.
Which is dope.
You could dang near stream if you got an iPhone. You can stream half the album now. Thank you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, like when we
Apple
rolled
Music?
out the pre-orders, this was unintentional, bro. Like 5 of the Apple Music, 5 of the joints just became streamable instantly, and we were like, "Yo, that wasn't supposed to happen, but let's just roll with it." Like,
yo, that is dope. So listen, for all the podcast listeners, if you don't have Apple Music, just shoot me a Cash App, $19.99, and I'll send you the records.
Oh wow, the joint with Tarver.
Hey, listen, man, I'll just burn you I'll burn you a CD.
Where are they gonna play it, Bumps? Where are they gonna play it?
Hey, cut me in, Jimmy. Can at least give me a percentage, bro. Like
10%.
It's crazy because the perception is not
off,
even
man. Let's do it together. You feel me?
Oh man!
All right, so available at Apple Music.
It's weird.
Go ahead.
All right, so it's strange because when you go to Apple Music, you go to my album, The Chaos is Beautiful. I don't even think you have to pre-order. You should, or you might not be saved, but you can stream the 5 songs.
Oh, wow.
Pre-order that joint.
But
so the one with Dayton
is like
the one with Dayton, Tarver's on there.
Oh my God! Like some of my
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Hey, yo, me and Dayton talk about a lot of like. That we address a lot of this political stuff, bro. Like we literally could have marketed that like a response to Lil Nas X, that Dayton track. So that Sophistry.
Let's go.
And I debated like, yo, should we release this like to capitalize on this? And we didn't. I probably should have though, because it when you hear it, you'll be like, oh yeah, he's talking about that,
right.
The marketer in me would have been like,
so
of course.
I dropped a record called Circles it was like almost a year ago. Bro, I'm kind of kicking myself already, but obviously I don't make those decisions at the end of the day. But I don't, and I'm not trying to be anyway. You could listen to the 5 records there. You could listen to I don't know why Circles and then the 3 records from the maxi single aren't you can't listen to them while you're on the page of my album. It's weird. You got to almost like search for them separately as the singles.
Okay.
But I think
look at this.
Yeah, it's like
CHH
8 or 9 records in total that are you can actually go listen to right now.
That's crazy. It is 9. Yep.
Hey, we got some people in the comments that got some questions. Yeah. So send some questions. We'll try to get to a few of them.
Is it not?
Yeah, hold up.
Says you're gonna release an NFT. Is this for real? That's not Christian if he lying.
Bumps probably don't know what an NFT is.
Oh man, that's true.
He's like, that's
Bumps like
that's
what?
my
I
manager.
don't
My
know what
manager
NFT
doing that.
is. Absolutely not.
Yeah, Prophet Link, exactly. We don't do Q&As. I mean, we highlight.
Yeah, we don't do Q. Yeah, we don't.
comments,
I don't know whose idea that was. We ain't doing no Q&A, man.
That's my
we'll
guy,
do it.
man.
We'll do
we
it.
We didn't prep Bumps for that. We're not lining them up, man. We're not doing that.
Bumps, do you believe in one saved? Oh, nah, let me stop. Nah, we got a question that says, Bumps, what's your
I'm ready for it. I need all the smoke.
He's trying to go viral.
Right.
We got Bumps. What's your favorite CHH album and favorite CHH artist?
Oh, my delay is hella strong right now.
Yeah.
This dude like a news reporter in a hurricane.
Right. Like a minute later.
Oh, you doing that? I wish I could look at my iTunes.
This dude live from the Dominican Republic right now with the delay.
Hey, come on, man. Why you gotta do that?
Can I say, or does it can it be in GOM or no? Or does it have to be outside of GOM?
Sure, whatever it is, whatever it is,
you want.
Favorite CHH album and artist.
Look, even the laugh is delayed.
Yo, where's our tech guy? How do we fix this here?
Get closer to your Wi-Fi.
Where's Prophet
I would
Link?
say Dylon. Yo, is it all right?
Quick, let me see.
Yo, I'm
Hey,
blaming.
man,
I'm
this is
blaming
what happens.
Prophet
This
for
is
Is it any
this
better?
Is why,
Oh,
can
you hear
I don't
that?
know
Yeah,
about the
I
delay.
need to go away.
might be.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway,
It's
in the
no better?
meantime,
Okay,
Look,
we
he
good. We
sped
go.
up a
Let's get this
little.
Q&A.
Oh, look. This dude, he just got out the storm, yo.
Right.
Hey, Elijah, can you go downstairs? Or no, you can stay here. Can you turn it down?
Welcome to TNC
Hey,
Cribs.
How are we now?
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Go
Hold on, you see
stream.
that wall? I built that.
Make sure y'all stream Bumps, man.
yeah,
Because
please
Prophet
do.
Link is saying
And,
go
Nah,
fund
you-
me for Bumps' new MacBook.
You gotta buy it. Buy it. Don't stream. Buy it.
My
Pre-order.
MacBook is a wrap. It's terrible
go.
right now, guys.
looks like we're good now.
There
It's
you
good.
go.
Is it good now?
Yeah,
You out of
this
you out of the
doesn't seem to be a
storm,
delay.
yo.
Yeah.
I'm out of.
So
Metaphorically,
which favorite artist and favorite CHH album you got?
Now you
Said
you
it.
messing up. All right. Let's see. No, I'm never that. I'm not even like listen to himself guy in like normal circumstances. Like I feel almost awkward listening to my own music. It's like third person guy. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, well, Bumps would listen, you know,
All right.
I would probably
Dude, Bumps ride to the supermarket listening to himself. Yeah, that's me.
nah.
That's my new joint.
Hey, I would
Yo,
probably
is
say if it wasn't somebody in GOM, I would say KB for sure.
Okay,
Okay.
That's good.
I love that
that's
dude,
a good
man.
pick. Yo, I
That
didn't
or-
even know you weren't
or
supposed to
7.
do that because I listen to our podcast all the time.
I mean, I would if I were you. There's like
I mean,
16 of you guys.
Yeah, podcast is
Get a
good, man.
Wu-Tang.
Someone said, big question. Y'all remember Pandora?
I
That's
didn't
where
know
that's where I first heard Biz and Bumps. Dope. Who was your favorite verse? Who was your favorite verse on God Over Money Cypher?
Favorite verse on what you broke up at the end.
The God
The
Over
GRM
Money
cypher.
Cypher.
He said himself.
Which one?
That's a
Which
good
one?
question. It just says
Right.
God Over Money Cypher.
Who said
Hey,
that?
I'll give you a good question. What made you come out of the hiatus?
Well, this may disappoint you, but I never went into hiatus, to be honest with you. Like,
Yeah.
just I don't know why like this stuff wasn't panning out. There was a lot of different things that were happening behind the scenes but I really never stopped making music, man.
Right.
I think honestly the industry changed. And and no one gave me a notice. Like no one told me like because I used to just grind and I used to just write raps and record them and send them to Biz, and he's like, all right, I'll take care of the rest. And then all of a sudden we're like independent artists on a label. And it's just like, I don't know what I'm doing here, So I kind of had to learn the ropes a little bit and, kind of grind on the independent side. So, yeah, that was it. But really, not to just go like super theological, but I look at it like it was just all God, man, just sitting me down when I needed to sit down and just, working things out in his timing.
Yeah. The person said the 2006 God Over Money Cypher.
16.
I'm sorry.
Yo,
He's
I
like,
just
which one's
had
that?
an identity crisis. I was like, yo, am I that old? Like, I heard the X-Files music play. I was just like, that's not actually helping me at all. Is it the first one or the second one?
Right. One of them.
So, because 7 was in 1, right? Or then we just did the Way Up. Let's see.
I think they talking about the one that was with just you guys by the railroad. Was it that one?
Oh, that was the one Eshawn filmed. You know what? This is gonna sound super arrogant. Like it might be mine on that one. The new one, I would say Biz for sure. I'm not even that guy. I know it sounds, but I'm usually not. But the new one, and maybe it's because he got like at least 28 extra bars than the rest of everyone. Biz for sure. Like Biz was like, y'all write 16s. I got this 48 bar verse on deck. Like, hey, he knows what. There's a reason why there's time limits in battle raps because it's like you can't be rapping that long. All right, El Chapo.
Yeah, man.
Head says, Bumps, what's your favorite secular artist considering overall talent and production, not the lyrical content?
Wouldn't that encompass overall?
Yeah, right.
Well, if lyrical content wasn't a part of it, I would say Juice WRLD for sure. Like current wave, but if we're talking like, that's kind of a weird question though, because like I love lyrics and lyricism.
That's what I was just saying. I was like, how you ask a lyricist to rate somebody not lyrical?
I guess they're trying to say like the skill, but not obviously
so much the content
with the word,
Yeah. I would have definitely said like a Juice WRLD or something, or maybe like a if we're taking lyricism out of the question.
Yeah.
Good night, man. I love you. Sorry.
Yeah, we gonna wrap up. Your man gotta put his kids to bed, man.
I know.
Let's go. What's the word of the day, man?
All these questions.
What's the word of the day, man?
Yo, no. They should be in bed already. He was just getting some water. Do I get to answer the lyricist version though?
I don't know. That still messed you up.
It did though. It was like the Matrix screen.
I guess who you like?
My head with
which
the numbers.
secular? I guess their thing is which secular artists do you like overall? Like,
is that what they said?
It's just how about lyricism in the question, but just like doesn't have to be the
word
or the world. All right, man.
Yeah.
This is why we don't do Q.
Word of the day. What's the word of the day, Switch? Come on. Let's go.
Nah, man. We just want to. We want to thank Bumps for being on, man. Bumps,
Absolutely.
You got anything else to say to the people, man?
I got nothing, man. I got. Please go pre-order.
Pre-order. Not stream it.
Yeah.
Pre-order.
Pre-order, please. If you need the money, I'll buy it for you, man. No. April 30th though. Yeah, maybe a few. Maybe I'll buy a few just because I'm feeling generous, guys. Yeah, April 30th. Yeah, man. It just feels good to be back. Really, just
we got a merch drop. We got a merch drop too.
Good to have you back.
You got merch?
I'm working on it. Bro, I'm not a big merch guy. Like I honestly, God, I would not drop something if I wouldn't wear it personally. And I've always thought like it was kind of like cheesy. Like, I would never put like my name on a shirt and be like, hey, buy this new Bump shirt. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's even like you look at the God Over Money logo, like it transcends even Biz's music or all of our music, because it's like it's something that everybody like can apply to their own life. And
right,
you know what I'm saying? Like there's
Right,
something
right.
unique about that to where the merch has got to be like super hot fire for me to be like, all right, let's roll with it. But what do I know about fashion? Not, I mean,
your
look at, I'm
manager
wearing an
said-
Allison Chain shirt.
Your manager said definitely merch. He said y'all got the I bumps tees.
You got the what?
Your manager said y'all got the merch coming, so he said y'all gonna have the I bumps tees.
God no, God no.
He said,
He's not my manager anymore, for the record.
after that idea,
You're fired. I'm just kidding. I might have missed this interview had it not been for him like texting me. Like, just saying. Oh man, no, just kidding.
But yo, that's what's up,
hopefully,
man.
though, man. Hopefully.
We thank you, man, and we got the word of the day, the scripture of the day, which we do every episode, is John 14:27. It says, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you, not as the world gives, do I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid." Amen. We need that in these times, man, where there's
absolutely
a lot of uncertainty and chaos, right? And just finding that chaos is beautiful in a sense.
Amen to that.
I see what
Christ.
you did
Yeah.
See what I did there? Bars.
there. Yeah, I saw what you did there.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. If you haven't already, leave those Apple podcast reviews. Those of you that listen on Spotify, thank you so much. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. On Wednesday, we're back live again, and we have potentially Tommy Royale. So
Potentially. You mean he ain't confirmed?
I mean, you know how it is. You know, people be busy. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to get the merch. www.that'snotchristian.com, and any product service. What are you saying?
Oh, my bad.
Jeez. Any
Mute his mic, man.
that you need, it will be in the description below. We got to end this.
Yo, we got a new merch, man. Get that merch.
I already said it. Anyway,
No, I know. I'm just letting them know.
Like,
I'm re-emphasize.
Yo, Switch. Subscribe, man. You like
No, I gotta re-emphasize because you know the people say that's like a marketing thing. You know what I mean? So you say it once, but you gotta keep saying in there. So keep buying the merch.
Link
right?
in bio. Gotcha. Yo, and we're gonna have some I bumps t-shirts on That's Not Christian.
What? I got bumps? What? Actually, I got bumps.
Pause.
Let's go. Let's end this.
Wow.
Thanks for tuning in.
See you Wednesday.
Peace. Peace.